Hey y'all, hey. Listen, welcome to Beyond Expressions, okay? I am Patrice Chanel Honey, all right? And I am one half of the whole that makes us up, right? I know you see that somebody is missing tonight, okay? And that is on purpose, honey, because today is Ladies' Day, okay? Or Ladies' Night, whenever you're gonna watch this, okay? So this is Beyond Expressions Wife Edition. Now, that is if you are currently a wife, if you have ever been a wife, you thinking about being a wife, you just been playing around with the notion of being one. This is for you, okay? Come, talk with me, okay? Now, before we get into this, y'all already know what I need to do. Now, if you have not been here before, and this is your first time on our channel, welcome, okay? Come on in, pick up your feet, cast this to your TV, whatever it is you're gonna do to get comfortable, okay? But this is for the ladies. So go ahead and like this broadcast, share this broadcast, and if you have not already, click that subscribe button, y'all, so you can come back and be with us every time we come on. Hit that notification bell too, okay? Don't forget that step, all right? Ladies. All right. Let's jump into this thing, okay? Now, before I got married, okay, there were some things that I feared just a little bit, okay? And I think one of the biggest things for me, okay, was losing my identity. Can anybody attest to that? Okay? And what I mean by that is I had a fear, and this is just me, and I want you to, leave your comments below as well, your thoughts, your experiences. But for me, I had a fear of possibly losing myself. Like, I would only become known as Myron's wife. Hello? Can I get an amen? Does anybody understand where I'm coming from? Okay. So because I was, I had been by myself for a long time, right? And so I, got to know myself. Amen. And so once I got to a place of, I really like this one. I love who I am. I was scared that when I got married that I would kind of lose myself, that I would only be able to do what he wants to do. Like get caught up in the things of him and get caught up in the label of wife, okay? Not saying that there's anything wrong with the label of wife, because that is a part of who I am, and I absolutely love it, but I didn't want that to be the only thing, right? I didn't want that to be the only identity marker that somebody saw when they looked at me, okay? So, for me, it was identity, okay? That's one of the biggest ones that kind of scared me, okay? Now that I'm in it though, I don't mind. I love being a wife. Like, I love doing stuff for my husband. I love submitting to my husband. I didn't say the S word. I said the S word. Now, I don't mind submitting to my husband because he submits to the Lord, and in certain situations, he submits to me, right? In his role as a husband, right? He honors me as his wife, and therefore I don't mind submitting and honoring him as my husband, as the king of my home. Okay? So yeah, losing myself, but I can say that I've learned so far, because for those of you who do not know, we only been in this thing for almost 3 years, okay? But so far, he makes me a better me, right? So I have not lost my identity, but I've also found some newness within myself. So there are parts of me that I did not know existed until I got married, right? There are certain things that I think, believe, or things like that I did not believe, that I did not think, that I could not process until I got married. So tell me, can anybody attest to that part of, a fear or a concern that you had before getting married? Another thing for me, oh my goodness, that I feared was like my own space. Like I was adamant, like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hard to live with this man. It's gonna be so hard to join our lives together and become one. But it really wasn't. Like I was super surprised for myself. Like I was surprised at how easy it was for me to kind of get into the routine of living with my husband. And it may be just because, we still have those times where we have our separate space. Like he might be in one room watching TV, or I might be in the other room watching TV. Or he might, but then there are also times when we come together. We watch TV together a whole lot. Like we're together a lot. But it's not too much. And again, we going on 3 years in this thing, so I already know that we're gonna change. We're gonna continue to change and grow in some ways down the road. So I'm excited to kind of see about I'm excited to kind of see how that's gonna look for us, right? And a lot of people know this story or this about me, that I was adamant that before I got married or anything, I wanted to live on my own. Like I wanted to have my own house. I wanted to pay my own mortgage. I wanted to do all of those things for myself before I got married, to know that I could do it. And that's just me. Okay? That was me. Like, to each their own. You want to do what you want to do. Okay? But for me, that was like a big thing for me. And I talked to the Lord. I'm like, all right, Lord. I need to know for myself, okay, that I can do this, that, and the other, A, B, C, and D on my own before I get into a marriage and all of that. So it worked out like that for me. And I'm super, super happy that it did, because it shaped me in ways that I don't think that I would have been shaped and ready for marriage if I had not gone through that process for me. Okay. So for me, the biggest thing was identity, like really being scared that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose myself in this marriage. I'm only gonna be looked at as just a wife, and I'm not. Okay. I think one of the last things for me that kind of frightened me was like, am I gonna be a good wife? Like, am I gonna be a good wife? I want to be a good wife. I want to be a wife that, he's proud to come home to. I want to be a wife that he's happy to say, hey, this is my rib, this is my wife. I want to be, a good wife. And I think the problem that a lot of us have when it comes to that thing right there is we compare ourselves to other wives. Like, I look at a couple that I think, that I admire and say, oh, I want to be that type of wife. And I might not be that type of wife, right? But as long as I'm the wife that my husband needs, that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? So I think for me, I had to kind of find what worked for us. I had to find what it meant to be a good wife for my husband. And so that took and still takes, and I'm pretty sure it's going to continue to take, a whole lot of communication. You can ask him. I check in, from time to time, and I'm like, hey, you happy? I think sometimes people might be afraid to ask that question. Okay? Because they're afraid of the answers. It's like, so are you happy? Because I don't want you to be in a place where you're not happy, and then I really have to be genuinely concerned with his happiness, right? Because if not, and vice versa. But if not, then what's the point of asking? what's the point in asking if I'm not gonna try to fix it if the answer is not really. Oh my, right? So, ooh, that got deep fast. but it's good. Like, that's real. That's real. I have a desire to add to the happiness that is in my husband, you know? So it's very true that he does not complete me and I do not complete him. I hear it a lot. I don't agree with that, but that's me. You know, that's us. I don't agree with he completes me and I complete him. I agree with we add to each other. Oh my, right? I believe that we add to one another. And that's the thing that is important to me. So that's where those check-ins come in. Like, are you happy? Do you feel like I'm still putting into you like I was in the beginning? Do you still feel like, I'm adding value to you? Do you still feel like I'm adding to your joy, like I'm adding to your happiness, right? Because I can't make him happy, but some of the things that I do might bring joy to him. Some of the things that I say might bring happiness to him in ways that I might not necessarily think of all the time. And sometimes I have to go back and be intentional, right? When it comes to especially after those conversations, like, what did he say? Did I really take that in? And what is it that I need to address or fix or whatever, or keep doing, depending on how the conversation went, according to what he said. So, yeah.
All right. And so I believe in really having those conversations, right? I believe that those conversations are for real important. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, this is ladies, right? It's just us girls. We just talking. It's just us women. It's just us wives. Want to be wives, soon to be wives, to be wives, all of it, right? So, I mean, it's just talk to him. Like, I just wanted to talk to him, right? I just wanted to see, if we could check in. Let's do a little check-in. Y'all good? Are y'all okay? Okay? Do y'all believe those types of conversations are important? Do you believe, is it something that you do? Is it something that you feel like you need to start doing? Is it something you feel like you need to start doing a little bit more or whatnot? So, yeah. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Okay. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your thoughts, your experiences. Like, get in there, get in those comments, y'all, because you never know, like, who you might be helping. You never know, like, you never know who you might be, right? You never know who may take something that you said in these comments and apply it to their lives, and it makes them better in some shape, form, fashion, right? So, all right, guys, don't forget now, I need you to like this video, share this video, and subscribe, okay? And if you have not already, turn on those notification bells, okay? All right, guys, thank you for joining me, okay? It's been the wife takeover. So, yeah, right? All right, y'all. I love y'all. Ain't nothing to do about it. All right, but, go ahead and enjoy the rest of your night, okay? Bye, y'all.
Xpressions LLC is sponsored by Nails to Love by Patrice, located in Morrisville, North Carolina, inside of Forever Nails and Spa. Make sure to follow them on Facebook and on Instagram. Book your appointment today, 980-939-9900.